So today our topic is financial services. So here, what are financial services? Whatever the services which are financial in nature, that services is called as financial services. So the concept of financial services was increased in India since 1990. Up to 1980, the financial services are dominated by the commercial banks. But after 1990, due to the metamorphosis changes in the country, the financial services has increased. So example for the financial services are credit card companies, banks, insurance companies, consumer finance companies, stock brokerage, investment funds. These are some of the examples for the financial services. What are financial services? Whatever the services which are in financial in nature, where the monetary transactions are available, where the transactions are done in the monetary values, then that services we call it as financial services. Means the services which are in financial in nature. So these services may be provided by the banking institutions or the non-banking institutions. It is not compulsory that we have to get the financial services from the banking institution. These services may be from the non-banking institutions also. So what is the meaning of the financial services? So all types of the activities which are of financial natures could be brought under the term financial services. Already I told, whatever the activities which are in financial in nature, then that services we call it as financial services. So financial services in broad sense, it means, so in broad sense, what do you mean by financial services? So it mobilize the savings of the people, and these savings are make available to those people, those who are need of that, mainly for the corporate companies. So they will mobilize the savings from the public. Whoever is having the savings, that savings will be taken over by these companies and making these money to the people, those who are need of that one. So that is financial services. So financial services means all types of activities which are of financial nature could be brought under the term financial services. So financial services in broad sense, it means mobilizing and allocating the savings, transformation of savings into investment. So transforming the savings into investment. So the financial services are also defined, are also called as financial intermediation. So financial services are also called as financial intermediation. Why we are saying it as a financial intermediation? Why? Because the financial services are acting as a mediator between the people who are having the savings and the people who want the capital. So these financial services act as a mediator between these two people. So it will mobilize the savings from the large number of people and make available these finance to the people, those who are need of them, mainly for the corporate companies. That is about the financial services. Already I told examples for the financial services are credit card companies, investment funds, stock brokerage, insurance companies. These all are the financial services. These are the companies which are providing the financial services. They are not the banking institution. They are the non-banking institution which are providing the financial services to the public. So that is about the financial services. So what are the characteristics of financial services? First one is the intangible. So based upon the successful creation and marketing is entirely depend upon the image and the trust of its clients. So the financial services are intangible. Why? Because based upon the requirement, based upon the marketing of the financial services, it depends upon the trust of the client. So if the clients are trustworthy, then they will provide the financial service to the public. So that is why we cannot see the financial services. Based upon the requirement, they will provide the financial service to the customer. Next one is the customer oriented. So the financial services develops the new financial products according to the requirement of the public, need of the public. So based upon the need of the public, they will produce the financial services. So the financial services are mainly customer oriented. Why we are saying mainly it as a customer oriented? Why? Because according to the requirement of the public, the financial services are emerged, means the financial services are produced based upon the requirement. So that is about the customer oriented. Next one is the inseparable. So the production and the supply of the financial services are inseparable. Why? Because based upon the requirement, the financial institutions will produce the financial services. When they are produced the financial services, automatically they will supply that financial services to the ultimate public. So it is are inseparable. So these are the simultaneous process. Why we are saying simultaneous process? When you are produced the financial services, means we have to supply that financial services to the ultimate consumer. So that is why it is a simultaneous process. So that is inseparable. So production and supply of the financial services are inseparable. Next one is the perishable. So here the financial services are not perishable. Why? Because with the financial services cannot be produced and stored. Why? Because the financial services are intangible. We cannot see with our naked eyes. Based upon the requirement of the customers, they will produce the financial services, and that financial services will be given to the ultimate consumer. So here these financial services cannot be produced and cannot be stored. So it is not a tangible thing. So that is why we are saying that it cannot be produced, it cannot be stored. Next one is the dynamic. So the financial services depends upon the socio-economic changes in the country, like it's based upon the standard of living, based upon the disposable income of the people. The financial services will changes. Why? Because based upon the standard of living, the requirement of the public also increases. So based upon their requirement, the financial institution has to provide the financial services. So it depends upon the socio-economic changes in the country. So that is about the characteristics of financial services. Next, importance. Why the financial services are important? Why we should have the financial services? First one is the economic growth. So economic growth. So based upon the financial services only, the growth of the economy will increase in the country. How? In what way the economic growth increases? So when the financial institutions are providing the different types of financial services to the customers, so the customer will get the availability of the funds. When they are having the availability of funds, automatically they will have the innovative businesses. Based upon the innovative businesses, the income also increases. When the income of the individual increases, automatically it will increase the economic growth of the country. Means it will increase the economically the country. So the financial services increases the economy of the country based upon the services, financial services we are providing to the customer. That is the importance of the financial services. Next one is the promotion of savings. So here the financial services are promoting the savings. How they are promoting the savings? Why? Because they are mobilizing the savings from the large number, and that savings are invested in the different ways. So in the shares and the debentures, in the insurance companies, in another way, in different way they are utilizing that savings. So that is, it will promoting the savings from the public. Means they want to promote this, they want to do the advertisement for the public to save their amount in this manner. So that is about the promotion of savings. Next one is the capital formation. So with the help of the financial services, we are creating the capital. The new entrepreneurs, those who are facing the finance capital, those who are having the crisis of capital, these financial services are giving that capital formation to the new entrepreneurs in different manner, by through through different type of sources. They are providing this financial, like capital market, money market. We are having the different markets where we get the capital. So here with the help of the financial services, we can able to create the capital by mobilizing the savings from the public and investing that amount in the shares and the debentures. This is the capital formation. Next one is the creation of provisions of liquidity. So in the financial services, these financial services are giving the provision of liquidity. Whenever the public want to convert into cash, we can easily convert into cash with the help of the financial services. Why? Because these financial services mobilize the savings, and that savings are used in the shares and the debentures. So whenever the customer want to quit from that, then it can be easily liquidated into cash. So these financial services are providing the provision for liquidity. We can easily convert into cash. Whatever the shares we are having, that can be easily converted into shares. So that facility we are having in the financial services. Next one is the financial intermediation. Already I told, financial services can also be defined as financial intermediation. Why we are saying financial intermediation? Why? Because these financial services is acting as a mediator between the people who want to save, and that they are mobilizing the savings of the public, and they are making available to the people those who are in need of them. So that is why in this way they are acting as an intermediary between the people who want to save and people who want the funds to start the business. So that is why we are saying it as a financial intermediation. Next one is the contribution to GNP. So here the financial services are contributing to the gross national product. So how the financial services are contributing to the gross national product means these financial services are make available the capital to the people those who want to start the business. When the automatically the people want to start the business, the gross national product also increases. So in this way they are contributing the gross national product. So we with the financial services in the indirect manner they are contributing to the gross national product by providing the different financial services to the customer those who want to start the business. Next one is the creation of employment opportunities. With the introducing of the new financial services, we can able to create the new employment opportunities. So employment opportunities are increased due to financial services. Means the financial services can be provided through financial institution. When the financial services are increased, automatically the financial institutions also increases. When the financial institutions also increases, automatically the employment opportunities also increases. So this is about the financial services.